Hey guys, and welcome back to another quick build video. Today we are covering the Heal Alacrity Mechanist to round out the other support builds that I personally enjoy playing. While there does exist other support classes, the ones that I've covered up to this point, including this build, are what I consider to be the gold standard for support builds. A final note before we get into things, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed up to this point, and if you dig the video, please consider subscribing. The Heal Alacrity Mechanist was a build that was introduced during the launch of Ended Dragons and was subsequently nerfed down quite a bit since its introduction. However, it is fairly easy and a reliable build to play, with the only caveat being the pet AI for the mech, but with the use of Shift Signet, which is the best in slot skill, you can easily mitigate some of the difficulties by forcing your mech right where you want them. The gear, like many other support specializations, relies on Harrier's gear with Runes of the Monk, the Relic of the Monk as well, and you will be using a Mace Shield, which will give you a number of blocks, blast finishers, and barrier generation for your party. Soto will be releasing a short bow as a support weapon, but based on the weapon's beta test, it was not good. So unless major reworks happen prior to the release of those weapons, I don't see this really changing. You're going to be running Mace Shield. The build uses trait lines Inventions, Alchemy, and Mechanist, with Inventions modifying your shield and tool belt skills to give protection and healing for the allies around you, while also adding some healing modifiers to your healing skill. Alchemy adds additional healing modifiers to key trait lines, and your Mechanist is the most important one, with your minor trait modifying your F1 to generate might for allies, your major trait giving stability, aegis, and protection on your F2, and the Grandmaster trait allows barrier, might, and fury to be generated by your F3. The F2 and the F3 also generate Alacrity for your group, so that is where you get your boons from. For skill recommendations, I recommend Medkit, with your primary skill being skill 5 in Medkit. However, the other skills are also valuable. Shift Signet is a free blink. It is a best in slot, and it allows you to get around that funky pet AI. Barrier Signet for AoE barrier generation for your group, and a projectile block, and the Elixir Gun. The Elixir Gun is used for various fields. This one can be very tricky because you can accidentally yeet yourself into a bad situation if you don't weapon swap the leap. So if you're just getting used to this build, get used to that jump back and weapon swapping it so you don't get yourself. Lastly, Mortar Kit, mostly used for its water field, so just dump the water field and blast it with your mace. This build has extremely good boon access, while most of it is not reactive, so you just blow your skills off cooldown and your party will be topped up. Essentially, your mech is responsible for all the boons and barrier, while you are responsible for generating the healing with your medkit, elixir gun, and weapon skills. There are a variety of finishers that are built in to make use of the various fields that you generate. And that's it. Heal Alacrity Mechanist, or HAM, one of the most beginner-friendly builds for supports out there. And there's some added bonuses of being able to have your mech on the group with you doing another mechanic. So Shift Signet allows you to just skip mechanics like Sabbatha's Flamethrower, and this build is great for just tanking as well. So as long as you can get around the Elixir Gun leap skill, you are great. And if you watched this whole video, I would like to thank you very much. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.